Shalom, all praises to Yahweh and Bashem Yahushai, and double honors to the apostles and the elders, great millstone, Bashem Rakak. My name is Yakalba from Plaintables Camp in Philly. This is, probably can call this lesson, Pick Me Women in the Bible, or something like that. It says, this is what Urban Dictionary says. It says a pick me woman is a woman that is willing to do anything for male approval. She will embarrass or throw other women under the bus to achieve this goal. The unfortunate thing about a pick-me is usually the men they are trying to seek approval from are poor quality and treat women badly, leaving little real benefit for a pick-me. A pick-me, if a man cheats on you, it's probably because you are at fault. Be feminine, make him food, clean his asshole. All right, so they're pretty much, in this one statement anyway, saying that a pick-me is a woman that seeks male validation to a poor quality man, usually a poor quality man. All right. But what from my assessment, what they mean is that a pick me is any woman that seeks validation from a man for whatever reason. They blanket it. That's what I said. I don't see them not calling a woman that presents herself that seeks male validation not a pick me. She's going to be called a pick me no matter what, because these are women that are jaded and that are of poor quality themselves. All right, and they don't believe that a woman should seek male validation. So if you seek male validation, all right, from a high quality man, all right, you're a pick me. All right, that's what I see women using the term, not just on a low quality man. It doesn't matter. If you seek male validation as a woman, you're a pick me. All right. So this lesson is on pick me women in the Bible. All right. So we're going to start off with a smaller example first. We got Genesis 22 and 19, which is a woman bearing the children of our ancestors. All right, so Abraham returned to his young men, and they arose up and went together to Beersheba, and Abraham dwelled at Beersheba. And it came to pass after these things that it was told Abraham, saying, Behold, Milcah, she hath also borne children unto Nahor. All right, so Milcah was the mother of, I believe, Rebecca. All right. And Rebecca was married to Isaac, which is our Lord. Huz, his firstborn, and Booz, his brother, and Camil, the father of Aram, and Chesed, and Hazo, and Pildash, and Jitlop, and Bethuel. And Bethuel beget Rebecca. All right. These 8 Milcah did bear to Nahor, Abraham's brother. So she bore the children of the elect. So she did a good thing. All right. Now you have that spirit out here saying that you should not seek validation from a man. All right. And women get validation by getting pregnant. This is why they try to get pregnant. That's why they'll get mad, and they'll even break up with you if you don't, give them your seed. All right. So she was a pick me. All right. Let me go. I want to go to Timothy or go to Genesis again. Let's go to Timothy. It says it's more pick me's in the faith. All right. This is First Timothy 5 and 9, because before it says the widow should be taken in, it tells you that she has to have works and be of good report. It says 1 Timothy 5 and 9, let not a widow be taken into the number under 60 years old, having been the wife of one man. All right. Meaning not an adulterer, not passed around. All right. Well reported of good works. If she's well reported, means she's seeking the validation of men. She's seeking validation outside herself. She's not a boss bitch. All right. If she have brought up children, there we go, that bearing children again. She hath lodged strangers. She, if she hath washed the saints' feet. All right. I mean, getting soap and water out, and having the men sit down, scrubbing their feet. All right. We have performed this act here in Millstone, Philly. But asking a woman to do that, that's like you being a pick-me. She hath relieved the afflicted, and she hath diligently followed every good work. All right. That's a so-called pick-me, seeking the validation of men, all right, the prophets. All right. But the younger widows refuse, and this is how you know that we're the Israelites. All right, because ain't no woman trying to do that. Well, black woman, Latino woman trying to do that, especially to a man she's not having sex with. All right, ain't no man that she's having sex with, her husband. How many women you know washing feet? 0.010%. But the younger widows refused. All right, because you refusing because you believe being a pick-me is bad. For when they have begun to wax wanton against the Lord, they will marry. All right. I mean, they're gonna put off marriage later in life. All right. All right. So we're going to go to Genesis 24. It shows the modesty and, ladiness or ladylikeness, femininity of Rebekah, whom Milcah bore through Bethuel, Rebekah's father. It says, and Isaac went out to meditate in the field at the eventide, and he lifted up his eyes and saw, and behold, the camels were coming. And Rebekah lifted up her eyes, and when she saw Isaac, she lighted off the camel. So she positioned herself in a lower position. She wasn't high. It says she lighted off the camel. And she had, for she said unto the servant, what man is this that walketh in the field to meet us? And the servant had said, it is my master. Therefore she took a veil to cover herself. We look up veil. Tazai Yap. Veil. A piece of fine material worn by women to protect or conceal her face. I mean, it wasn't exposed to the public. Public things, everybody, they walk on, they tread around. It's for public use. You put the veil on because she was special. It was only for one. She was only for one man. All right, wrapper shawl. Let's say shawl. A piece of fabric worn by a woman over the shoulders or head, or wrap around a baby. All right, conceal. All right, so then we get the point. A woman's veil. All right. So basically, she put herself in a position to be desired. All right. She put herself in a position where she was looked at as being not public, special, because her face was hidden. And when she presented herself to her husband, Isaac. All right. You have 2 John, which is written to the elect lady and her children. You look up a lady right here, Cordia, says you hear a Christian woman to whom the second epistle of John is addressed. A Christian woman, a lady. All right, these are real ladies, the women that are in the faith. Says the elder unto the elect lady. The elder would be John. Unto the elect lady and her children, offspring. which can be biological or spiritual, whom I love in the truth, and not I only, but also all they that have known the truth. All right. It says, grace be to you, mercy and peace from the power Father and from the Lord Yahushua Mashiach, the Son of the Father, in truth and love. I rejoice greatly that I have found of thy children walking in truth, as we have received a commandment from the Father. All right. So John was writing this letter as comfort and exhortation, so that she and her children would stay in the faith. All right. But as the scripture said, the younger women refused. All right. But you have women that are the elect that have not refused, and that they're taking this truth seriously. All right. And this is love, that we walk after his commandments. This is a commandment, that as ye have heard from the beginning, ye should walk in it. All right. For many deceivers are entered into the world, whom confess not that Yahushua Mashiach is come in the flesh. This is a deceiver and an antichrist. All right. Look to yourselves that we lose not those things which we have wrought, but that we receive a full reward. So he's admonishing them to stay in the faith, stay in the truth. All right. We received a certain word. You're supposed to continue in that word, not to alter it or change it based upon convenience, or based upon your emotions, based upon, you just had a child, so you become a wicked ass woman because your emotions, that's the excuse anyway, having things right into your paper. Says, the children, the offspring of thy elect sister greet thee. Amen. All right. Leave that there. Again, this is women that are in the faith will be considered seeking validation from men. It will be considered pick-me's. All right? It's not just low quality of men. You have certain women that label women as pick-me's if you seek any validation, because there's a spirit out there that you're not supposed to seek validation and attention from men. You're supposed to be, the women are supposed to be set up as a queen, which is a whore, or as a boss, as something that men should be seeking validation from, right? Not the other way around. As it is written, the woman was made as an helpmeet to the man. All right. A pick me. Let me find that. Back up, we went through that already. So the woman, the man is not of the woman of the man. Let me see. Yeah, that's too much. Man is not of the woman. Am I spelling that right? Right there it says, 1 Corinthians 11:8. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman came from the man. But the woman is of the man. So the woman is supposed to be a pick-me. It's supposed to be seeking male validation. All right. The man is the head that was set up to be the husbandman, meaning the seed planter, sperma. All right. So some more pick-me's. I went through that. Whole chapter's good. It even goes to but I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, or Mashiach, which means anointed. Mashiach, and the Ha means the. So it would be Mashiach. And the head of the woman is the man. So that this woman would be a pick-me. She's seeking male validation, male attention. And the head of Mashiach is the Most High. Head of the Lord, Yahushua, is the Yahweh. All right. First line of defense in the physical realm is going to be a man. I mean, it's elementary. All right, shouldn't have to like beat a dead horse. Like seriously. Pick me, Abigail intercedes. Then this is Nabal. What's the name of Nabal? Yeah, Nabal basically said, "Fuck David, I ain't helping him." All right. Let me see. Sons of Belial. This is a wicked ass dude. But the men were good to us. All right, this whole chapter's good. Let me go to the point. Then Abigail made haste and took 200 loaves and 2 bottles of wine and 5 sheep ready dressed and 5 measures of parched corn and 100 clusters. Now, of course, she had a bunch of surplus water. And 100 clusters of raisins and 200 cakes of figs and laid them on asses. All right. And she said to her servants, it says right there. And she, because it's kind of hard to believe that she was just doing it by herself. That's crazy. That much amount of food. And she said unto her servants, "Go on before me. Behold, I come after you." But she told not her husband Nabal. All right. And David, and it was told, so this is a pick me. All right. She found out David came and asked for help, and it was refused. So she, using her intelligence, said, why am I going to piss my husband? Just basically pissed this cutthroat mighty warrior who the Lord is working with. Why would I intentionally piss this man off? All right. So she chose, you know what, let me be this man's friend, so no evil befall her and her household. Yeah. But she would be considered a pick-me, seeking male validation. And she said unto her servants, "Go on before." And it was so, as she rode on the ass, that she came down by the covert, the covert. Of the hill, and behold, David and his men came down against her, and she met them. Now David had said, "Surely in vain have I kept all that this fellow hath in the wilderness, so that nothing was missed of all that pertaineth unto him, and he hath requited me evil for good." I believe he had some sheep lost, or I think just read above and find out exactly what he protected David and his men protected. I said, so that nothing was missed of all that pertained unto him, and he hath requited me evil for good. So and more also to do, so and more also do the power unto the enemies of David, if I leave of all that pertaineth to him by the morning light any that pisseth against the wall. All right. So yeah, David was no joke. And did he sin against God for saying that? He didn't physically hurt David. All right, well, you can say by not providing him aid, he did, but he didn't, send soldiers against David, and David was going to kill this dude. All right. So is David guilty of transgression? No, David's innocent. 1 Samuel 25 and 23. And when Abigail saw David, she hastened and lighted off the ass and fell before David on her face. This is a pick-me. And bowed herself to the ground and fell at his feet and said, so this woman deserves children from a man. She deserves to be protected. All right. And she's also a pick-me. And fell at his feet and said, fell at his feet and said, "Upon me, my Lord, upon me," because he could have killed the whole house, "Upon me let this iniquity be, and let thine handmaid, I pray thee, speak in thy audience. So he's saying, don't blame the household. Let this iniquity be upon me. And she's bringing offerings for forgiveness. All right. So David wasn't missing out on nothing. So David got the provisions that he needed. David got the food that he needed. All right. So look, you ain't got to go kill, lay waste to my whole household. All right. And fell at his feet and said, upon me, my Lord, upon me, let this iniquity be, and let thine handmaid, I pray thee, speak in thine audience, and hear the words of thine handmaid. Let not my Lord, I pray thee, regard this man of Belial. Yeah, so she knew her husband was evil, even Nabal, for as his name is, so is he. I believe Nabal means fool, folly. Maybe not referring to himself, but referring to maybe something that his father witnessed. All right. But it turned out that his that name actually pertained to himself because of the acts that he did. All right. Nabal is his name, and folly is with him. But I, thy handmaid, a handmaid, which is a servant. All right. Yep. Female servant. A help. All right. Saw not the young men of the Lord whom thou didst send. So she basically saying, look, if I had saw him, I would have given you provisions that we had. All right. Now, therefore, my Lord, as Yahweh liveth, and as thy soul liveth, seeing Yahweh has withholden, withholden thee from coming to shed blood. So she already knew. So she was actually a wise woman. Because if nobody told her, that David was going to come kill everybody in the house, she knew. Like, wait a minute, you refused David? And did she know David was a cutthroat warrior? Like, wait a minute, we refused him goods, and he did good to us. Like, why would we refuse him? So she knew, like, wait a minute, this ain't good. Let me make amends with this man immediately. So she already knew that David was going to come kill her, and nobody told her. She put, 2 and 2 together. Like, wait a minute. All right. And from avenging thyself with thy own hand, now let thy enemies and they that seek evil to my Lord be as Nabal. Oh, shit. I think she knew that Nabal was going to get put to death. All right. And now this blessing which thy handmaid hath brought unto my Lord, let it even be given unto the young men that follow my Lord. I pray thee, forgive the trespass of thy handmaid. So she's taking the blame for husband's evil. For the Lord will certainly make my Lord a sure house. So she already believed that he was going to be set to be king. All right. Because my Lord fighteth the battles of Yahweh, and evil hath not been found in thee all thy days. So she knew about David's record, and she basically made herself his servant. So you get that point there. All right. Abigail sought David's validation. All right. And we're going to end it on Ruth. Ruth gleans in Boaz's field. So basically, Ruth set herself up in a position to be picked. Pick me. And this was a Moabite. Now, Moab is known to so-called Chinese people. They're known for being the most humble and docile women on the planet. Most agreeable women on the planet. All right. Now, because of modern Western, doctrine, they're becoming more corrupt, but they still are the most agreeable, most humble, softest women on the planet. The Moabite woman, the Chinese women. All right. So and Ruth the Moabitess, and then Naomi, let me now go to the field and glean ears of corn after him, in whose sight I shall find grace. Pick me. So she said, basically setting us up in a position to be seen, so she can be taken. All right, taken care of. All right, but the doctrine now is, the woman's the prize. All right, and it's all about the woman. All right, so that's a pick me. It says, and behold, Boaz came from, and this is what the women want, the black women especially. She wants Boaz. Basically, she just sweep her off her feet and take care of her. She don't got to work and all that. And behold, Boaz came from Bethlehem and said unto the reapers, Yahweh be with you. And they answered him, the Lord blessed thee. Then said Boaz unto his servant that was set over the reapers, whose damsel is this? And the servants said, and the servant that was set over the reapers answered and said, it is the Moabitess damsel that came back with Naomi out of the country of Moab. All right. And she said, I pray you, let me glean and gather after the reapers among the sheaves. So she came and hath continued even from the morning until evening, that she tarried a little in the house. Then Boaz said unto Ruth, hearest thou not, my daughter? It's like, go not to glean in another field. He's making her a princess now. Neither go from hence, but abide here fast by the maidens. Let thy house, let thy eyes be on the field that they do reap, and go thou after them. Have I not charged the young men that they should not touch thee? That protection. All right. Have I not charged the young men that they shall not touch thee? And when thou art athirst, go into the vessels and drink of that which the young men have drawn. All right. Then she fell on her face and bowed herself to the ground and said unto him, why? So she's a pick-me. She's seeking Boaz validation. Why have I found, and this is, go get a white woman, right? Or go get a Moabite woman, because Ruth was a Moabite, right? Why have I found grace in thy sight? So why are you paying attention to me? Why are you validating me? That thou shouldest take knowledge of me, seeing I am a stranger. And Boaz answered and said unto her, it hath fully been shewed me all that thou hast done. I read earlier about the widowed women that have a record of good works. So Boaz knew of her record of good works. All right. It hath been fully shewn me all that thou hast done unto thy mother-in-law since the death of thy husband, and whom thou hast left thy father and thy mother in the land of thy nativity, and are come unto a people which thou knowest not therefore. Yahweh recompense thy work, and a full reward be given thee of Yahweh God of Israel, under whose wings thou art come to trust. Now Ruth is going to be right in that same place. She's going to be the husband of an Israelite, or a concubine, I should say. All right, because she is a heathen. All right, so she's going to be in her proper place in the kingdom. All right, so that's then she said, let me find favor in thy sight, seeking Boaz validation, a pick me. All right, my Lord, for that thou hast comforted me. All right, that's what happens when you get a wife, you get a husband, you're comforted. All right, and sexually, all right, and emotionally. And for thou hast spoken friendly unto thy handmaid, though I be not like unto one of thy handmaids. Man, she's not an Israelite. All right, so you Israelite women, are you better than Ruth? And it's a damn shame, because most of you aren't. All right, but you got to ask these pick me women. All right, So you have good examples. All right, Israelites and heathens of other nations. All right, so you don't have to pick poor quality men. You have high quality men that you can pick, and that you can become a so-called pick me for. So, hope this lesson was edifying. Shalom.